Hello, fellow pen lovers and stationery enthusiasts. It's Christy here, Snarky Wordsworth over on Instagram and Reddit. And today I am super excited to be doing my first ever ink swap. My lovely friend Lau over at Kenchan Crafts agreed to do a little ink swap with me, and it has arrived, and I am finally ready to open this guy up. Very, very excited. So without any further ado, I'm just going to open up the package and see what's inside. Aww. That is beautiful. I've never been able to do much with sealing waxes. My stamps never turn out very nicely, but this is lovely. Look at this cute little whale, and he managed to get it all like perfectly green, and so much better than I could do. So super sweet letter, really, really lovely. And oh, look at the goodies. Oh my goodness. This is Lau's little mascot guy. Oh, how cute is this? I journal and plan, as most of you who follow this channel already know, so these are going to come in super useful, especially with my new one page, one day Midori diary. I'm really excited about these, actually. But now, on to the main event, the inks. Oh, not quite onto the main event. Oh, I lied. This is so cute. Creativity takes courage. Don't hold back. Bloom. Oh, pet tapes. I love pet tapes. I actually don't know if you're supposed to say PET or pet tape. I say pet tape, so. Oh, goodness. I'm also obsessed with coffee and food, so this is amazing. This one kind of has a Studio Ghibli feel, which I love that.
Beautiful.
quite open. Oh, I know what this is. So Lau mentioned this adorable little guy in one of his videos. Like, I love everything about this. This is 100% going on my keychain. Look at how cute this is. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, now on to the main event. Super excited. Okay, so when Lau and I agreed to do an ink exchange together, we decided we'd have like the parameter of 6 inks, 2 of which we would each ask from the other's respective available inks list, and then the other 4 of which we would decide for the other person, just sort of guessing what they would like and inks that we like that we wanted to share with them. So I am very, very excited to see what's in this package. Okay, so the first one. Okay, so this is Ferris Wheel Press's Tokyo Bay Blue. This was one of my 2 requests. It's this gorgeous blue with silver shimmer, and I'm super excited to see this. I saw Lau use this on one of his currently inks, and I was just sort of fell in love immediately. And I am not even like a big blue ink person, but I love like interesting blues. Not that I'm complaining about blues in general, but I just really am intrigued by certain shades of blue, leaning towards like the turquoise and the teal. Okay, this one is Montblanc Petit Prince Red Fox. I am obsessed with this color. And I think I remembered that I had said how much I admired it. I'm only recently getting into oranges and reds, and so this one is sort of like the sweet spot in the middle, and I'm very excited for this. Okay, next. This is the other of the 2 that I had requested. This is Robert Oster's Rose Gold Antigua. I, in general, really love rose gold. So, and this has been on my to-buy list for forever. I kind of had a little bit of a falling out with Robert Oster inks just because I think I just kept putting them in the wrong pens. They do tend to be a little bit drier in my experience, and I think I just kept putting them in fine and extra fine pens, and it just was not working out for me. Despite the fact that I loved the colors, I just had a whole lot of hard starts. But now that I'm starting to be a little bit more like savvy as to, okay, we're going to use a medium size nib. Let's go ahead and use a drier ink, and everything works out. So very excited to finally have this. Ooh, okay. This is a Leonardo Oficina Italiana Noce Moscata. I have no idea what this color is, like 0. It looks like a lovely kind of wine red. We'll see as soon as I swatch it though, but I have been mentioning that I'm really very interested in more Italian pens and more Italian inks, so excited to have this. Ooh, this is Vinta Inks Simulan Lilac Dawn. I do not have this. I am obsessed with Vinta, like obsessed. I try and get all of their inks, but this is one that I've never managed to get my hands on, so now I have it, and I am excited. Oh, I can't wait to ink this one up. And lastly, this is a Montblanc Emerald Green. I think this green is gorgeous. I've seen Lau use it in Currently Inks, and it's just beautiful. I've always enjoyed green inks, and I am super excited to add this one to my collection as well. Okay, so these are my 6 little samples. I am going to go ahead and set up for some ink swatching, and I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so I am all ready to start this little swatching project. Very excited. So first ink is Montblanc Emerald Green. Okay, so while it's still wet, I think this is gorgeous. I mean, emerald green is always going to imply that sort of gemmy, like slightly blue tinted green, but this is so pretty, like so pretty. I'll wait until it dries all the way down to see where we are, but that is an absolute winner. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and do the Ferris Wheel Press Tokyo Bay Blue. Okay, so this is kind of my perfect sort of blue that sort of lies between the line between green and blue. And you can see that gorgeous little silver shimmer, which will pick up much more once it dries down, of course. But yeah, super excited, love it. Okay, next is Vinta Inks Simulan Lilac Dawn. So this one is another absolutely gorgeous ink. It's a little bit reminiscent of the Cult Pens exclusive Dominant Industry Dawn, but with a bit of a lighter finish. Again, it's hard to tell when it's still wet, but this is really beautiful. There's a bit of, it looks almost shell-like in some respects with the shimmer and then with the way that it shades down. This is very pretty. Okay, next, Robert Oster Rose Gold Antigua. This is one of the ones that I had requested. Okay, so this one is quite interesting. It's starting to dry down a little bit lighter, but when I first did the swatch of ink, it was much more bold than I was expecting. So I'm curious to see if it will totally dry down to that lighter rose color. And the gold does come in some of like the more concentrated spots. But I do like it. I think it's really beautiful, and I already know what pen I'm going to put this in. But yeah, on the whole, gorgeous. Okay, next up is Leonardo Oficina, Italiana, Noce Moscata. I know nothing about this ink, so I'm exceptionally excited about this one. Okay, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I am so pleasantly surprised. So I was expecting kind of like a dark burgundy-ish color just because I thought this would be more like a wine red, but it's not. It's actually this sort of lighter orangey red with the way that it shades. It looks like there's gold in it, but there's not. There's no shimmer that I could discern anyway. And it's a really great, very shaded orange red, and I love this. This is beautiful. Okay, last ink. This one is Montblanc Petit Prince Red Fox. I have been obsessed with this color since I first saw it, and now I have my own little vial. I'm going to use it sparingly because I just am very excited to have it. But yeah. Okay, it is just as beautiful as I remembered it being. Again, it still has to dry all the way down, but you can already see that there's this beautiful sort of muted, unsaturated nature to it that I don't really see in the orange sector of color. It's subtle, but still very much present. I love this color. This is probably my favorite orange that I've seen anywhere. But yeah, I just am very much enamored with this color, and I'm so excited to have it. Thank you so much, Lau. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let these completely dry down, and then we'll do a quick overview once everything is all squared away. So I'll be back in just a tick. Okay, everything is all dried now, and I can say these are some ridiculously lovely, lovely inks. Close up. The Montblanc Emerald Green has one of my favorite characteristics that you see a lot in greens this shade. It has just that little bit of blackish sheen right around the edges of the lettering. I think that's so cool, and I love that. And then, can you see that shimmer on the Tokyo Bay Blue? This is so gorgeous. I love this color so much. I think that I'm going to have to buy a bottle. The Lilac Dawn. So the Rose Gold Antigua does dry down to a beautiful, beautiful sort of dusty rose, which is one of my favorite colors. And then you've got that lovely hint of gold throughout. And then my big surprise was that Leonardo Oficina Italiana, that Noce Moscata. I really was expecting something so much darker, and I love that it's actually more of a mid-orangey red. And then I do think that this Montblanc Petit Prince Red Fox is my favorite of the bunch. It's just such an interesting orangey red, sort of, you know, a little bit unsaturated, very subtle, but just really present and beautiful. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I love this, and I wish it was fall so that it was like a color that I would use constantly, but also not, because it's so hard to get. So now that I have a bottle, or now that I have a vial, I want to keep it forever. But yeah, they're all so lovely. I mean, if I were picking favorites, probably the Petit Prince and this Tokyo Bay Blue. I love the way that this sort of like blue silver shimmer goes with the bluish green tint. It's just gorgeous. These two, just wicked good. Anyway, thank you so much to Lau from Kenchan Crafts. If you are not already following him, you 100% should be. He does some incredible videos. I love his currently inked. He just has some really great insights about pens and colors, and his videos are always so much fun. So please do check out his channel. If this video has been at all interesting, entertaining, useful, whatever, please do consider clicking that like button or potentially even subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for joining me. If you have made it all the way to the end of this video, you are absolutely awesome. One more time, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.